Welcome to a video tutorial by ET System Electronic GmbH, your specialists for AC and DC power sources, electronic loads, and DC sources with power regeneration. If your device has a LAN interface, it is configured in the factory setting to obtain the IP address automatically from the network. You need this address to get access through the browser or the control software. In our example, we use the Device Installer by Lantronix. This is a free tool that you can download from our website in the download area. After opening the program, the export is automatically scanned and recognizes the connected device. Now you can read the current IP address that gives access to the EAC device. In our case, it is 169.254.184.252. This address is now put into the address bar of the browser. Please note that Java must be installed as a plugin. The browser interface of the device opens. In the Configuration menu item, you can now disable Dynamic IP Assignment and assign the device a fixed IP. In our example, we use the 169.254.3.200. After pressing the Assign button, our power source now has a fixed IP independent of the network and can be controlled via this. To apply the changes, the device must be switched off and on again. Now, in your browser, give the new IP address, and the user interface of our device opens again. In the Configuration menu, you now have access to the various parameters and can remotely control the power source via the browser. In the left column, the frequency can be set smoothly or via the presets 50, 60 and 400 Hz, including the voltage, the DC voltage component, the maximum current and the phase position. In the right column in the Control section, you can now adjust the waveform, including the known presets sine, square and triangle. Use the Run button to release the output and see the current values at the output in the Data area. Back and Display clear the screen. In this mode, you cannot make any settings. It serves mainly for the remote monitoring of the voltage source. Again, you can read all the parameters available to the device here. In the status field, you can see that the waveform set, here it is sine. You can see that the unit is in run mode, which means that it is not in current limit mode, and you can also see that it is on remote. In other words, it is being remotely controlled via the LAN interface at the moment. The bottom line gives us information about the software version and the IP address set. In addition to control via the browser, it is possible to use the EAC-S LAN control software. Again, you must first establish the IP address of the voltage source to specify a connection. After entering the address, press the Connect button. You can now limit the voltage in the Max VAC field. This is to protect my specimen or consumer. In our example, I input 150 volts. From this moment onwards, it is not possible to set a higher voltage via the voltage controller. Further control settings are maximum current, DC voltage component, and frequency. The values can be entered smoothly using the slider, via the arrow buttons in the input field, or directly from the keyboard. You can also preset the waveform in this tool, as already stated, sine, square, or triangle. An important safety aspect. It is not possible now to change again the preset maximum voltage that has been selected for protection. To do this, the unit must be disconnected and then reconnected again. Now you can see the preset default values again. Now press the Run button and you see the actual values present at the output. Now lower the current until it is lower than the actual present value. Then you will see that the voltage source switches automatically to the iLimit mode. The voltage lowers itself to keep the current we preset constant. In the right part of the window, you can run sequences. The voltage is put in the UAC field, the waveform in the WF field, the 1 stands for sine here, and the duration in seconds in the next field. The Add button is used to insert the data in the sequence list. In our example, 3 different settings now run one after another as a sequence. Here there is the option to enter the number of total reps. In our example, we let the sequence run 2 times. If data log is enabled, all data will be saved in a log file, which must be named in this field. The file will be written to the same directory as the program. Now it only remains to decide the interval for displaying the data. Press the Start button to run the sequence. On the left, you can see how the values change according to the sequence created and the progress bar. In the program directory on the desktop, the log file test.csv can be seen. This can now be opened with Excel, and you have all the device data including date and time, effective alternating voltage, RMS current, DC component, frequency, and so on.